Hello, everyone, all of our MMH Press readers. We're here again with Mr. Mike Mackay because he has published another book, which is book 2 in the Scam series, which is Scam at 5 Mile Road. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you very much. We organized today to have this event, and I sent it out to probably about 100 people, friends and family. And I organized here, I figured 5 people. So outside my office little door here, it sort of grew from 5 to 35. They all crowded around the TV set watching me outside. So they started a little celebration.
Hello, everyone.
They started a little
Why
celebration.
did I not get this memo? I could have come up to your house.
We're having a little celebration. And
wonderful.
And you being Irish and all, they said,
Irish.
We have, with Karen, we got to ask a question. If J&B is Irish whiskey, why does J&B stand for Justerini and Brooks? Italian and English. So we thought, we think it's one of the mysteries of the universe. But anyway,
it is.
We're having quite
We're just going to leave it in the universe. But cheers to you.
Thank you. Thanks.
I want to see a picture of you with all your friends or all your people that are out there watching us with the book. All this promo stuff. Never waste an opportunity.
I think there's a barbecue going on there as well now. It's getting quite carried away. Anyway,
all ready for that magical sunset that you get from Arcadia Drive. It's amazing.
Yes. I'll be happy snapping that just now. Since our new move.
So not only were you moving into a new house, which is stressful enough as it is, you were getting this book edited and ready to launch out into the world. Book 2 is important because it keeps the momentum going for your authorship. And it's not a little book, it's a big story. So do you want to go back to that whenever you're writing this story and tell us where this story came from? What's the origins?
Okay, I did a lot of work in the automotive industry. Okay, so because my work experience was always to do with installing business systems into enterprise, a lot of global enterprises and the like. I work with the likes of Ford and Toyota and Mercedes and Hyundai and all of those, and all of the people who supplied parts to them. And when you do that, you actually have to get to know the company quite well and see how it functions. And then you pick up anomalies. Let's call it fraud, Okay. So you ask people, do you realize that this is actually wrong, And then you realize that some people don't have a moral compass, They think, no, it's not wrong. It's just creative.
It's wrong in your eyes, not in mine.
No. Then you start to realize that about people's moral compass. And anyway, eventually in my forensic side, I had to put documents together and sort of bring the whole house of cards tumbling down. But it didn't happen just once, It happened many times. I had some good stories, and a lot of the forensic work actually comes about where something doesn't gel, and you pick up like a trail of something's not hanging together, but you can't join all the dots. And then out over here, somebody tells you something, and out over here, somebody tells you something else, and you go, hang on. And then all of a sudden it starts to come together into a thing, and you go, really? Okay. So it's not quite like
what I love about you is that you write about lived experience. Like, you have had a colorful life, and yes, quite often those gray areas, what we call them, they're not living in the black, they're the gray areas, aren't they? Of life kind of come into your writing, which is really intriguing and curious, and keeps the reader engaged because of just the type of writer that you are, and we've come to love. And I just I can't wait for readers to get to know you and to get to really engage in your books, because I think that, whenever people do come on board as your reader, they're just going to enjoy the journeys that you bring them on. But can I just read, I'm going to read the blurb. Can I read the blurb of this book so we can give everybody...
I'll continue celebrating.
You celebrate and I'll read the blurb of this book for you.
Thank you.
Oh, I knew we should have done this during the day. Jack Rhodes' latest assignment seems straightforward. Investigate Link Industries' Plymouth factory in Michigan, locate the company's missing money, track for possible theft, and investigate the deaths of 3 men. The company's current management says there is a possible system glitch. No stock is missing, and the deaths are tragic accidents, nothing more. But the company owner and Jack's sometimes lover, Stella West, disagrees. Once he arrives at the facility, it's clear not everyone is happy about his arrival. After a string of near misses, it is evident that someone wants him out of the picture and is not afraid to get their hands dirty. As Jack closes in on the culprit, he inadvertently places everyone he comes in contact with in danger. If he doesn't get results fast, there'll be more to lose than the factory and the people he cares for. This time, there won't be any escape from the darkness within. Da-da-dum. There we go. It's
That's
like a
good
prelude to a movie, isn't it?
A prelude.
Well, you know the way that I
Is
can't
that
do
how
the
they?
voice of Jack Rhodes. You know that voice? Yeah, I can go that deep.
That's pretty good. That'll do. That's pretty good. No, I had a lot of fun writing this one, and
Yeah.
I know these sort of books are supposed to be about what I was advised. I was advised by learned people that it should
Uh-huh.
only be 75 to 80,000 words. So by the time I'd finished and edited back down, I think I wound up with 92,500.
Mm-hmm.
But that felt right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
gotta honor it. You gotta honor it. Don't be cutting out 12,000 words that your readers want. Just because you think you
No,
have
no.
to hit a word count. 92,000 words. Some people would be going, "What? How the hell did he do 92?" And this is book 2. What is book 1? He's accumulating these words, and little do they
No,
know that's it paired back. It's paired back with that.
no.
But you know that you love writing these stories, and maybe people don't know this about you, but you start your day off every day writing, don't you?
Yes. Well, I have this. Well, I have this expression which I've mentioned to you and to my wife. She's a
Yeah.
medical doctor, but I mean, I say to her, "What's the one? It's a double negative, which we all hate double negatives."
Uh-huh.
So it's the question: what is the one thing that you can't not do? Now, my
Mm-hmm.
wife's case, it is she can't not help people. So she goes out and
Yeah.
saves the world with her medical work every day. I can't not write.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm? So every morning,
Yeah.
we roll out of bed about 5, and I grab coffee and my vitamin pills, and I sit in the same space here.
Yeah.
I've got to close the windows, the curtains, so I don't see the ocean and the pelicans. So that
Distracting.
I'd be like, okay. So and then I just get cracking.
Yeah.
But I'm quite happy doing it. I don't suffer from writer's block because this story that's in book 2, I've told this story many times to people.
Mm-hmm.
About these scaly
Some
people I
people
met.
don't believe it, don't they? Not. They're saying that
No,
can't
they don't.
possibly
They don't.
happen.
And I say, I met these scaly people, and this is what they're up to. And they say, well, that's a great story. And I've sat down in pubs and dinner tables and told the story, and they say they like that story, and that's a good story.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, so I thought, okay, so I'll pen that one. So I don't suffer from writer's block. I just
No.
pulling it all together. So
It's getting the time to do it. And so there you are when you're not, well, I can't say moonlighting, can I say sun rising as an author? And you're sun rising as an author. But that's not your day job, is it, Mike? Come on, let's inspire people that you can have it, you can have it all.
now I still have, in my afternoon job mainly is I actually still do project management of business systems. But I try to manage it with. I hope they're not listening.
We'll stop there. We stop there.
Yeah,
He's a
stop
smart.
there. Stop right there. That I can manage that around my writing. Or
Yeah,
sometimes
project
I hear,
management.
stupid stuff going on. I go, I'm going to write that down. And they say, but that's really stupid what you're doing. I sometimes pick those words better. I said, but and they say that they're still going to do it. I actually write it down.
Yeah, it's
You know,
content, isn't it? It's
it's
content.
a bit more content. So here we were in this situation. He was told, and he went off and did this daft thing, and that led to shot in the head. I don't know. I just made that up then and there. But
Well, that's the wonderful thing about fiction, is that you can start with a real moment and then make it whatever it needs to be to entertain your reader. So you
well,
are not stopping.
I've got a good story. Like, I can tell you one of them,
Okay.
which I haven't written yet. Is that a well-known company in South Africa? Is that I was doing the same work I mentioned. Okay, so
Yeah.
I then the CFO committed suicide,
Okay.
drove to a hill and shot himself in the head.
That's really sad.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but he was 33 years old, just bought a yacht, had a new wife, was the first wife, they're always, and
Okay.
he'd just been to the doctor. And we
Yeah.
thought, oh, maybe he's got a durable disease. Nope, full in health, So we thought, I wonder if there was something. Anyway, a year later, because this company started to go like a bit south, went
Yeah.
bankrupt eventually. A year later, a friend of mine who was involved there, he said to me, we found out the cops have now released information about that fellow. I said, you mean the
Oh.
fellow who shot himself in the head? They said, yeah, apparently he shot himself in the head twice.
Oh. It wasn't him then. No.
Yeah.
Oh.
So now there's a good story. Right? So I've told that one a few times, and a lot of people I know in Johannesburg, they go, really? They know the place, and they said, really? Okay. And what do you think happened? I don't know, but it's a great beginning, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, it absolutely is. Wow.
Yeah.
So, is that in book 3? Because I know you're in the motion of writing book 3 of this series.
Yes, I was pondering that, as to where to slot this one in, but they sort of come along.
Yeah.
I mean, Stella as a character, many
Yes.
women. I mean, she's older than the protagonist by about 10 years. So a lot of women are and she's very assertive. She's a big businesswoman, and many women don't like it. Many men feel threatened. Okay, but a lot of women say, no, that's damn straight. That's right. That's what it should be. So, but she came out of nowhere.
And then she
There was
ended
no
up being such a strong character, didn't she? That's
Well, it
it.
was a true life story, but the lady in question was a little dowdy old lady who I had cupcakes and tea with, and then I just started, oh, maybe it's tough. And
Hilarious.
a fellow I knew in New York, he said to me, wrote back to me and said, this character Stella has no place in this story right now. I think, oh God, there we go.
This is book 1 we're talking about here, isn't
The
it?
book one. I said, she has no place in this story, but don't lose her. Do something with her. So my wife to this day still hates us as a character. She said, no, so that's quite interesting because
I love hate relationship.
I don't get anybody who's like neutral
Yeah.
with that particular
And
character.
it's good. It's good whenever people have emotions about a character, whether they're
Yeah.
good or bad, because conjuring up emotions is what you want for your readers. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So Mike,
yeah, carry on. Sorry.
so book 3 is in motion, and
Yes.
poetry. And poetry, you are a poet as well. So for those people here who are watching and don't know, not only has he got 2 novels released, working on the 3rd, he's also a poet, a really gifted poet too, and he doesn't even know it. Only that everybody tells him.
Hang on.
Where's he going? Don't leave me to do the interview of my own.
Outside of my bookshelf.
Oh, there we go.
That's the poetry.
Messages.
So this is
And I
called
love
Messages.
this book. Mm-hmm.
So it's got so what it has. It'll have like a poem. It'll have like a poem.
Yeah.
And then a photograph.
It's amazing. I love that book.
And all of these tell stories. See that old lady there looking at the things. So my son was in Shanghai. Matthew, he did all the photographs. So he was there in Shanghai, and they wheeled this old lady out, and she was looking at the flowers in springtime. And it was COVID, so they told her she must come inside. Okay, in Chinese, he understands Chinese. So he told them to go. She told them to go away, and they said, "No, Granny, you must come inside." She says, "She may never see. She's not scared of COVID. She may never see flowers again. I'm staying here." So
Oh, see.
my poem, I tried to reflect that.
Yeah, amazing. And that's a beautiful collaboration between you and
Yeah,
Matthew,
it
your
was
son.
fun
I
doing it
love it.
together. Except I had,
We have Danielle, your wonderful editor, who's
oh yeah,
popped in here to say congratulations on another great book, Mike. I loved revisiting our few favorite characters. There we go.
well, thank you, Danielle. Danielle's been very helpful to me in guiding the characters along. Can I say?
Yeah.
So I just carry on, and Danielle's been very good in
And helping you
writing.
develop as an author and have confidence in your work as well, hasn't she? She's been amazing to help
No,
guide
no,
you in
no,
your
no,
growth.
Danielle, thank you very much. You've been wonderful help to me in like guiding me along. Sometimes I think, am I on the right track? So I kind of give it to you to check my homework. You're like the headmistress.
Danielle is all of a sudden a teacher. There we go.
Yeah, like the headmistress and go, no, the tick, tick, no, no, no. If I get 60% from Danielle, I'm doing okay.
Oh, awesome.
No,
She said it's been her
no.
pleasure. So what's the goal for this one, Mike? We're going to set some big goals. What's the goal for this one?
What do you mean as far as time concerned or what?
Well, as far as getting it out into the world, how many copies are you going to sell? You're going to be the next Stephen King, hey?
Well, I got this silly idea that I'm putting out there.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I want one of these to be made into a movie.
Yeah.
And you've had like people who produce movies, um, they appear in the movie.
Yes.
They appear in the
Yes.
movie. So I want my movie to be when the guys walk into the bar and there's a desperate situation in the bar. There's a bunch of guys there, and sitting at the table is Quentin Tarantino and me, and we're just two arbitrary people, just
You know
having a
what?
drink.
There's no reason that can't happen. Put it out there.
And I,
Stranger things have happened. There
and
you
I
go.
want and I want people to write back to me and say, Mike, who's that guy with you?
Absolutely.
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 I say, I don't know, Quentin somebody. I met him in the pub. No?
Oh, see
Yeah,
why we love the stories he weaves. He brings
yeah.
us all to different places. But you know what? It could definitely happen. So, never
Yeah,
rule it out.
you never know, you never know. But I had Dylan and Chelsea Ingram actually helping me along, keeping me consistent.
Mm, they'll keep you on track. They're amazing. They're the
Yeah,
dream team.
yeah,
And
and
Tracy as well.
Renee
Tracy,
Canolti was helpful to me,
yeah.
because she writes romantic novels about. She writes romance novels. I think
Yeah.
that's correct, is it,
Well,
Karen?
and Danielle does too. Danielle's an
Yeah.
amazing writer.
So
Yeah.
in one of the earlier versions, there was a risk. Let me cut to the chase. There was a sex scene. The protagonist has sex with two different women within 24 hours. Well, did I get lectures from Renee?
It's not morally right. So you're off her moral compass.
And
Like,
I got a lecture about romantic love and sexual love.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, got
Well,
it.
you know what?
That,
It's ingrained in your brain. It ain't going
yeah,
anywhere.
but point taken. No, she was right. I did take the point on board. And of course, with Tracy Regan, is that when you think all the editing's been done and it's all done and dusted, and you can't find editor, she comes on like a ninja. I'm like, God, how did we all miss that? Really? Anyway,
That's what it is. It takes many eyes, and whenever you've went over something, a lot of times your eyes get tired. And you don't see
well, they
things.
all get different talents, So
Yeah.
so
You have got your
so,
dream team around you. It's like your success team. So
absolutely.
there you go.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can have confidence. Yeah, confidence moving forward.
Well,
Will
we'll
we
continue.
declare this book launched then?
Okay, we shall officially
Let's
declare
declare.
it launched
Drum
with just
roll.
before
I don't have whiskey to drink, so drum roll. We shall declare Scammeth 5 Mile Road launched into the world.
Okay,
Congratulations, Mike Mackay.
okay. Thank you.
And get to
Thank
work
you,
on book
team.
3.
I
And
shall.
guys, watch out, because in a few weeks' time, we're going to have a in-person launch with Mike and a
Oh,
few
yes,
local
yeah.
authors at our bookstore in Rockingham Beach. So watch out. Watch this
Okay.
space. And thank you to everyone who's been watching. You can go and grab yourself a Kindle copy or come to MMH Press, get yourself a print copy and start collecting these now, because watch this space. This guy's going to be going places.
Okay. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. Thank you,
My
guys. Thank you,
pleasure.
team. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.